Yeah, cut all that out. Go over there and sit. Oh my God, man. Fuck. Y'all, hold on a second, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Let me kick one of these dogs in the esophagus. Oh, yeah, come on. You back in, child. Come here. Get back in. Get in. Inside. Good girl. You know I can't stand your little ass. Good girl. Handsome. Inside. Turn. Go, big boy. Handsome. Get inside, son. No, inside. I'll let you go in a minute. Zozo. Come to dad, girl. Come to dad. Inside, little girl. Inside. Inside. Good girl. Good girl. That's daddy's baby. Give me a second. We'll start this shit over again. Give me a second. Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? This your boy, Ron Thomas Jr., and this is a message that's not sponsored or endorsed by the real news behind the news, but as being a spokesperson and a forefront runner of the real news behind the news, let me just keep things real. First of all, a lot of people look at me at the real news behind news as a heathen, atheistic, whatever, but that's far away from the truth. Anybody that knows me knows that the majority of the things that I do as far as activism and as far as bringing knowledge, understanding to the people and fighting the powers that be on behalf of the people, I do it for free. Nobody gives us nothing. That's why we don't have sponsors. And over the last 6 or 7 years, the Creator has blessed me to be in a position whereas unbeknownst to the people, I have been blessed to be privileged to a lot of inside stuff politically that goes on that the people never know about. In 180 or more years in the city of Shreveport's history, the one thing that upsets the powers that be the most is a Negro like me and the internet. Truth is, because of the internet and using it responsibly to gather knowledge, information, and understanding, for the first time in history, your politicians and your leaders cannot lie to the people because they got a Negro like me that's going to tell the truth, even when your mainstream media sources are lying to you because they are controlled by your sheriff. When your preachers can't tell you the truth because they got half of them on pictures with little boys' penises in their mouths. When your politicians can't say nothing because they too are corrupted and controlled by a system that's going to let them know, do what we say or let this information come out and we send you to jail for criminal activity. I'm the one person, that one voice that they can't fuck with. Because everybody know what you're getting when it comes to me. You're getting a Negro that's intelligent as fuck, scholarly and all this, who got some ghetto, ratchet ass baggage along with him. But the information that the Creator has blessed me, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, is way more important than money and anything else. With that information, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Creator has given to me, they can't lie to you no more. Because I get on Facebook and do a video and tell y'all the truth, what's going on. Whereas just 10 years ago, you didn't have access to this type of platform. Over the last 2.5 months, almost really 3 months, I've been going through some shit I've never been through before in my life. Depressed, demoralized, feeling defeated and humiliated. When I allowed my pride when I did away with humble myself and did away with my pride, the Creator really stepped through. Whereas there's about, over the last 2.5 months, there's about 12 people privately I had to reach out to. This not include my family, but even my family privately, I reached out to them and let them know what I was going through personally. And I was surprised at how the majority of these people not only came through, but they blessed me in amount of measure that was beyond my understanding. But I'm doing this for the 2 motherfuckers out of 12 that really showed your hand in a time of need when I helped you get in position of power. One helped get elected twice. My people, I still love them, but the truth is what it is. And then the other one is a white dude that we used to play music together, knew all this shit, and thought it was cool. And these motherfuckers looked at me, when I came to them, they were like, because something I didn't do that they might have thought I should have done, or them prejudging my situation, these motherfuckers showed just how corrupt your system is. One person came with some shit that they themselves brought upon themselves. Because what happened, and I ain't gonna call no name, but we just gonna keep it real. I know everybody gonna see the video. They gonna see it too. And if you see it, hey, I love you. But the truth is what it is. As long as you're doing what people want you to do, or saying what people want you to say, especially people who are in power, that got money, motherfuckers will give you anything. But this is why the real news behind the news is broke, and we really don't have sponsors. Because even though you might want to make a donation or give money, I don't give a fuck. The truth gonna always reign supreme in my mind. You cannot buy my message. I would rather be broke and speak the truth than have millions in my pocket and be a lying hypocrite. One person told me, man, you know, I'm really disappointed because you went against us on this issue. Well, you was dead fucking wrong on that issue. First of all, as a black man who always talking about black women are our queens, we love our black women, for you to go against a black woman simply because your black partner, homeboy partner, lost a fucking election, and keep in mind, the nigga lost already 6 elections before that. This nigga couldn't win an election against a pregnant mule. And because your partner didn't win that election and you knew this black woman was not going to go along with the bullshit and corruption that you all wanted to perpetrate, you all basically call this woman everything except a nigga wench in public. But before y'all even went to that point, I tried to tell you, look, man, I wouldn't do that. This ain't the first time, but one time I had to tell you this in an election, and that probably what kept you from losing that election. This is not right to do this against this black woman, a woman period, but specifically a black woman who you niggas are always talking about are our queens. Y'all call this woman everything except a nigga wench in public. And days before y'all went and pulled that public motherfucking stunt, I tried to tell y'all, don't do it. No, y'all was like, fuck this nigga. He don't know what he talking about. He ain't part of our clique. He just a nigga we keep around, and we like his voice. We gonna use this nigga to get our message across. And when I told you Negroes, don't do that, y'all did that shit anyway. It backfired on all y'all, but I'm the problem. So when I reached out to you privately, you told me that shit, and that was really God's way of letting me know that really I was nothing more in your eyes than a motherfucking puppet who you can give a couple of dollars to and thought that I was going to say whatever the fuck you wanted me to say. But when I started speaking up against a lot of the corruption that I seen you motherfuckers was involved with, that's when y'all really started to distance yourself. Because I would not go along to get along. Even if I were broke and hungry, I would rather be broke and hungry and have integrity and still be able to speak on behalf of the people than take your motherfucking money and be a lying hypocrite. and defrauding the people. Anytime you got politicians that say, or preachers or whatever, say the white folk been getting this money all the time, we might as well get some of it now. You a piece of shit, because you would steal from your own people for financial gain. And then this one white dude I tried to reach out to, this motherfucker just came out and automatically say, well, man, this must be a hoax. Because I don't know, this ain't a hoax. This me, sir. Well, I don't think that you look like you need some rest. And I'm like, man, do you really want to understand that? Really, I really want to punch you in the fucking face, but I'm not violent. But people will be judgmental just because you don't fit a certain image that they think. So I'm doing this to let you all know that what I do with the real news behind the news has never been for financial gain. I'm the brokest motherfucking celebrity in Shreveport. Everywhere I go, people, it's crazy now. People recognize me, man. Grocery stores, motherfucking walking downtown, or I could be stopping at a gas station just to use the restroom. People recognize me. And I'm humbling myself because I never thought this would be an issue. I never wanted to be an issue. The reason why I started speaking up and acting on behalf of all God's people, but in particular black people the most, because most of your leaders, politicians, and your clergymen and other people in power are full of shit. They cannot help you. Believe it or not, 2/3 of your politicians can't help you because they got homosexual ass activities and crimes in a little black book controlled by your sheriff, where if they really try to help you, they go into prison. And another reason why they're not trying to help you is because they really don't give a fuck. You mean to tell me out of all the shit we could come up with to stop the violence, we got to have another motherfucking prayer rally throughout the fucking city? How many prayer rallies have we had in the last 3 years, and how has that shit helped? That's a way of pacifying you. They will want me to be quiet. They will try to silence my voice to keep you all from hearing the truth. Because again, in 180 years, they never had a deal. And I'm not bragging. I mean, I'm saying this humbly. But people had to tell me this over the last few weeks for me to really understand it. I always say that I'm not a leader. I don't consider myself a leader. But motherfuckers be like, no matter what the fuck you think, God has put you in a situation. And just because I cuss, yeah, I say shit, pussy, damn, fuck, all that shit. I say that shit a lot. People won't listen to me. Think about this. The most hypocritical shit I hear is these women tell me, if you stop cussing, a lot more people will follow you. But soon they tell me that shit, they go and listen to Meg, the male horse stallion, or Cardi B, teach them and their daughters how to sell pussy. Crazy shit I ever heard. They get mad at me for cussing, but this is what they listen to on a daily basis. So now, I'm in a situation where I had to literally cry out, literally, physically and spiritually, cry to myself, because I've never been in a situation like this. And my pride would tell me, man, you know how to go out there and get it, bro, boo, boo, boo. But my common sense was saying, nigga, you cannot stand there another felony. You cannot stand the fact of the police stopping you, because you know half the politicians and leaders want to see you go to jail. Reach out. Man, I've been hungry, been homeless, hurting over the last month and a half. Nobody knows what I'm going through. And again, I reached out to maybe 12 people out of all the motherfuckers I know on this planet, and them people came through for me in a way that literally brought even more tears in my eyes. But it were two motherfuckers who I thought I could trust, who were in positions. And Mr. White Boy, you know what I'm talking about. I'd be goddamn if I see you try to get another grant from the city just by your judgmental motherfucking attitude. You'll play that game, Mr. White Man, like you really love niggas, but you showed me. Because out of 12 people, it was 2 of y'all who I thought I really could trust. Showed me really the whole problem with political, social, and religious leaders in Shreveport. And that's, they don't give a fuck as long as they making money. These folk don't care about us as black people. Because again, there's one political leader, they always talk about black women as black queen, but he talking about this black lady that's so motherfucking bad. Again, went public and did everything except call her a nigger bed witch in public. And all I tried to do was tell him, don't do that, man. That's not a good look. And look what happened. Now you blame me for the fuck shit, the repercussions no, I tried to stop you. But then when it came down to you, let me know. That's why you really had a problem with me. Despite all the financial things you had done for me, before then, when I stopped listening to that bullshit and started speaking up against you and your corrupt ass homeboy, that's when you niggas had a problem. That's when y'all really stopped fucking with me, when I would not go along with that attitude, well, the white folks been stealing all this time, let us get some of the money. You niggas are worse than white folks. For real. And then the white guy, judgmental ass people that some white people can be, because I'm going to be real. There's a couple of white people that I count on and trust and can consider true friends. Not just because they was able to help me, but they was there and offered the help genuinely in the past and in the present. So I did this video to let you all know. What I do here at the Real News Behind the News is probably way more important than anything anybody else in this city is doing. You got other people that are bringing you information, but we already know who getting fucking shot. We already know about the tabloid type of situation and information. Who gives a fuck? How many of them are willing to help stand up and first of all, create dialogue to come up with a solution? We already know how the one Timmy, we ain't gonna call, well, we just gonna say Tiana Lewis, how that motherfucker used the platform and it blew up. Not taking nothing away from it, but behind the scene, motherfucker was using that platform to molest little boys. Chasing ambulance, getting you all hyped up about the problem, showing you everybody getting fucking shot. Everybody that's going to jail, showing you all this shit, but never came up with one solution. Never challenged the system as to why is it that our people are being shot? Why is it our people are the poorest people in motherfucking, really in America, here in Freeport, because damn near 60% of your population in Freeport lives below the poverty level, and we are 60% of the population, meaning that we're the poorest, some of the poorest people in America. But these motherfuckers not going to talk about that. They're not going to challenge the politicians because they want to get the interviews. They're not going to hold them accountable for their actions and the shit that they say, because again, they want to be able to come along and fit in where they can get in. And y'all know me, I don't give a fuck about none of that. What I really care about is truth, justice, honor, loyalty, and righteousness. And 3/4 of your politicians, your preachers, your civic, your social leaders here in Freeport do not understand those 4 words. And they hate me for the simple fact I can do this video at 2 o'clock in the morning, and if Facebook don't suppress this video or somebody report it to Facebook so Facebook will not allow more people to see it, I'm making people think. Again, for the first time in 180 years. Again, I'm not trying to brag. I really didn't want this label. I didn't want to be in this position. But they can't lie to you. Because a Negro like me will take this social media shit that we got, and instead of trying to use it to get on the inbox and fuck girls or to make myself out something, I use this social media for research and to point out truths that for 180 years they've been able to lie to us about and keep us as Negroes docile and not willing to engage them, which allow them to continue their corruption. Now here I am at 2 o'clock in the morning telling y'all this shit. It was just something I couldn't even sleep tonight. And it's been in my spirit to do a video like this for at least the last 2 weeks. But I've been fighting it. Because again, this is another unpopular ass situation that I'm telling you all about. But remember that last video I did live when I told y'all, and this is for you religious motherfuckers that really want to keep on to the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, or whatever. Do you realize in those books, none of God's true prophets were popular? Only motherfucking popular people was niggas wearing fancy suits with shiny shoes who were false prophets, giving you false information to tickle your ears so they can go along and get along. Because 9 times out of 10 in the modern day, if a real pastor was a real prophet, and keep in mind, this is not an indictment against all pastors, because there are 3 or 4 pastors I trust like a motherfucker. But your pastors, in most cases, can't help you on real issues because it will fuck up their 501c3 status. Real shit. Study that. Research it. I'm the only person in Freeport. Do what I do out of love and true faithfulness to the cause. That's why I'm broke as motherfucker in Freeport. Don't nobody support the real new behind it. I can put my cash tag on this motherfucking video and have 1,000 people to hit the like button and none of them hit the cash out. Which is why I don't put it out there. Because I don't do what I do for money. I do what I do to see our people prosper and advance. And if I have to confront and expose people who I really fucking love to give you all an understanding of just how much they really think about us and how much they give a fuck about us, which is 0, that's what I do. I'm probably the most unpopular, popular person in this city because all I'm doing is saying the shit that really 80% of y'all think and want to say. But you got a job, you got a situation that won't allow you to say it publicly. Guess what? I ain't got none of that shit. It's been raining for 3 weeks. Nigga, I ain't worked in 3 weeks. Got 2 or 3 houses to paint, but can't paint them because it's been raining. I'm broke and hungry right now. But at the same time, I do what I do. Not for pay, not for fame, not for glory, but for righteousness, man. And I'm the one that get persecuted. I'm going to say this and go, motherfuckers used to ask me, say, man, all these people you done help get elected, this and that. How come you ain't got one of them jobs, big-time jobs? You know what? I don't give a fuck about that because even though I get them elected or whatever, they can't be afforded to really be seen associating with me or putting me in a situation because of the shit that I say that's real. They can't afford to have me in a big-time position. Because if I was, I'd be on motherfucking TV and everything, calling them same people fucktards. Because that's what a lot of them are. They're fucktards who literally have been used to getting away with lying and cheating the people since this city been in existence. But I'm one of the few Negroes, few people, period, who understood the true value of the internet and social media and used that to the advantage of the people to the point they can't lie to you no more. And that's why they hate me. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. Y'all be blessed.